The North Street Clinic DME Closet is an opportunity for students to organize and distribute free durable medical equipment, or DME, to members of our community at no cost to them. The DME Closet is operated by student volunteers and is made possible by generous donations from community members. In this video, we will show you how to efficiently maintain the DME Closet. As a DME volunteer on the Student Board of Directors, you will be provided with the login information to access our Google Drive and email account. The DME email should be checked on a regular basis, at least twice per week, by one of the students on the board. Let's go over what to do when you receive an inquiry about donating materials. You can quickly respond to this email by clicking on the three dots, going to Templates, and selecting Donation Inquiry Response. Make any necessary changes before sending. Some items we may not be able to accept include large equipment like hospital beds or used or open medical supplies such as CPAP tubing or open wound care supplies. In this case, send a polite reply explaining that we cannot accept the item. If the community member is not able to bring their items to the clinic, it is the responsibility of the student volunteers to either coordinate picking up the equipment or to determine that we cannot take the item. Always send at least 2 volunteers for safety and be responsible when planning where and when to meet a community member. Immediately after receiving an item, it should be cleaned with equipment wipes. If possible, remove any personalizations that may have been added to the equipment, such as tape, marker, or stickers. If you are for some reason not able to clean the equipment when it arrives, do not put it away with the other clean equipment. There will be a labeled area for equipment that has not yet been cleaned and stored away. Check to ensure that the equipment is sturdy and that it does not have any damaged or non-functional parts that may warrant repair or disposal. After cleaning, make sure to put the item in the labeled area it belongs to. If there's not enough space in the clinic, it may need to be taken upstairs to our storage room. Now let's take a look at what to do when a community member requests an item. First, you will need to ensure that we do or do not have this item in stock. Inside the North Street Clinic, we have a DME office where we keep the items that are most commonly requested. This is the first place to look when someone has requested an item. If you don't see it here, check upstairs. On the 4th floor, there is a large storage room where we keep items that are less commonly requested, as well as larger equipment that there isn't room for downstairs. Don't forget to check this location before telling a community member that we do not have a certain item in stock. You can use a template again to respond whether we do or do not have an item. Use the Equipment Request Response template. Select either Available or Unavailable, depending on which applies. Make any necessary edits before sending. Here is an example of responding to someone when equipment is not available. Before distributing any equipment, make sure that it is as clean as possible. You will also need to check and make sure that the item is sturdy, not broken, and includes all of its pieces. We don't want to give anyone equipment that may be unsafe. When distributing equipment, you'll need the DME binder and a blank copy of our liability waiver. The patient must fill this document out to protect UAMS in case of any equipment malfunction. If there are none in the binder, you will need to print copies from the DME Google Drive. Ensure that you have completed all of the steps on the Checkout Checklist document. If the person picking up the item is the one who will be using it, ensure that it fits them properly using the PT/OT fitting guide at the back of the binder. Inform the person that they are not required to return the equipment, but if they are no longer in need of it, we would appreciate getting it back to distribute to another community member in need. After distribution, use the information from the liability waiver to fill out the distribution tracker, which keeps track of basic information of the populations that we serve for research purposes. The liability waiver is considered protected health information and must be stored securely. In the DME office, the form can be stored safely in our lockbox. Thank you for watching this orientation video and for helping with our DME donation closet. Our student volunteers are vital to keeping this community resource operational. If you have any questions or suggestions, please contact Dr. Chris Walter or one of the students on the North Street Clinic Board of Directors.